Oh my God. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. You have Kenny, you have Carlil, you have Bamba. There is a three-headed goat on the loose, and they are about to come to you
You got
live
sports,
on the same
you got
convo. I
anime,
repeat,
you
this
got
is not
media,
a
you got
drill. They are about
entertainment.
to come to you live on
The
the
same
same
convo,
convo.
baby. Tap in.
Let's go!
Okay, now it's time to conversate. Same convo on your airwaves. Bamba came to entertain and Kenny talking anime. Carla coming with the sports, they changing lives in major ways. You was tweaking out if TAC ain't on your playlist. If you come and listen, then you listen to the best. They not worried about the others, cause they better than the rest. Kenny, Carla, bomb, but they put the others to the test. New episode flow, now tap in to see what is next.
Welcome back. It's the same convo with your same host, Kenny, Carlil, and Bamba. It is season 4, and today I got the sports segment. And for sports, we haven't talked this is only the second sports segment. So for this segment, we're gonna talk about NFL, man. We're gonna talk about NFL, and we're gonna talk about what the playoff picture is looking like right now. I ain't gonna lie, we've had some devastating upsets first week of the playoffs. And I was going to get into former predictions, but I don't think Kenny wants to go through this again because in college and NFL, both teams that he has previously predicted have suffered heartbreaking losses.
Wait, who? What you talking about?
So for
Mamba predicted the Eagles. I ain't predict the Eagles. That was Mamba.
that was Bamba. Oh, well, I apologize, Kenny. Bamba.
Thank you.
32-9, dog.
I would like to say that this is the first time I went with the Eagles. I've always gone with the referees, so I would like to go back to that.
What the referee?
He said, "I'm team black and white. Fuck with me." But we all know what the losses and the wins were. But what we're going to do now is I'm gonna share my screen and we're going to look at the playoff picture and we can make predictions. So
it's been big upsets.
All right, y'all can see that?
Yes, sir.
Is it too big? Or is it just right?
Oh!
Relax.
Pause.
Relax. Everybody chill. All right. So for our first matchups, we had the Cleveland Browns versus the Houston Texans. Texans came out on top on that one.
Whoop they ass.
We had the Miami Dolphins versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs came out on top. We had my Pittsburgh Steelers
got they ass beat.
Man, we didn't get our asses beat. It was a decent game. It was a game, but we just folded tremendously.
Y'all about to have y'all coach retire.
Tomlin gonna retire, bro. Please, Mike Tomlin, don't retire. Please don't retire. Don't go anywhere else either. But
he still got a year, right?
He said what?
I said he still got a year on contract, right?
Yeah, he got a year on his current contract, but he ain't going nowhere. He's Pittsburgh strong, just like all of us. But on the NFC side, you had the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Buccaneers. They got embarrassed. Oh my God, 32-9 is still great. To that damn
for a while.
field. That's crazy. But Buccaneers came out on top. For the Detroit Lions and the LA Rams, that was actually a really good game. Detroit Lions slid by, winning by 1 point. And then Dallas Cowboys right on time every year. Every single year.
Every year.
And the past few years, they've been the first round exits, and it's starting to get sad because not only were the fans talking big this year, but the players were talking big themselves, bro. Like
they was doing good.
They
were the 2 seed.
Look, they finished 12-5. They've been doing that the past 3 years, and the past 3 years, guess what? Failure. First round exits, clearly.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say it every time. Cowboy fan, I don't deserve nothing.
You don't deserve shit. All right, but
that's crazy.
But if you do see me in Dallas, I didn't say any of this. I don't want no smoke. But So those are your winners of the first round. Now we got our second round. So we're gonna go through each matchup and we're gonna, pick, choose our predictions for the winner of each matchup, who's gonna move on. So on the AFC side, your first matchup is the Houston Texans, that boy CJ Stroud against the Baltimore Ravens and that boy Lamar Jackson. That's gonna be a hell of a quarterback matchup.
Man,
Who y'all got,
it,
man?
I'm going Ravens. Their defense been looking crazy for the past 4 weeks straight.
Didn't the Ravens just get Mark Andrews back too? They just got that Mark
Yeah.
Andrews back off injury.
If CJ Stroud wins this game, he has the greatest rookie season of all time.
It's valid. It's valid. If he beats the Baltimore Ravens, who are again, I think a lot of people got the 49ers to win the Super Bowl, but I think right after the 49ers, people got the Ravens. So if he upsets
Ravens slapped them on Christmas.
if he upsets the Baltimore Ravens, it will be a spectacle. Bomba, what about you? Who you got winning this matchup?
When in doubt, always bet on that boy Lamar Jackson. That's all I gotta say.
I do want to see. I want to see an upset. I love upsets, but I think this is where the Texans story ends because they weren't even supposed to be. Even though they were ranked, a seed higher than the Browns, they weren't supposed to beat the Browns. The Browns got the best defense in the NFL, and they dog walked them. So
Let's just talk about how the Texans aren't supposed to be anywhere near the playoffs. The
uh,
Texans have been ass since they became a team.
yeah,
What
yeah,
are they doing in the second round right now?
they haven't seen the playoffs since 2019, but before that, it's been a long time. It's crazy, and I think with the addition of CJ Stroud and how he's carrying his team right now, I think the Texans can attract some talent, bro. I
I
think
know, I know. D Hop like, hey, big kid.
I feel like give them a couple years, they could be a contender, a contender. All right, we move down to the quarterback matchup we all love to see, but I'm pretty sure Patrick Mahomes been getting the better of this nigga Josh Allen every year. Um, the Chiefs versus the Buffalo Bills. Who y'all got in this matchup, man?
Call the
I ain't gonna lie.
upset.
You call it upset?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm with Bomba. I think the Bills get them this year.
All right, so this is what I'm gonna say. One, I thought the Dolphins would go in. That's one. Two, I'm saying if you can stop Tua and Tyreek Hill and all them, you can stop the Bills. So I'm gonna give it to the Chiefs. I feel like if you can stop them, you can stop the Bills. I'm going Chiefs.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch them in a minute. But the last time I was watching the Chiefs, they were struggling for a good bit.
That's because they got what's that receiver's name? He is ass.
He's ass is crazy.
What's his name?
All
I
I'm
can't think of his name.
all
He's
I'm saying
ass.
is they still got Patty Mahomes, they still got Travis, but these are not the same Chiefs that we've seen in recent years. They definitely had their ups and their downs. A lot of downs. They did beat the Dolphins. It was a good win, but like I said, I think Josh Allen and the Bills this year got their number. Especially the way Josh Allen just torched my fucking defense, man. This man had a 52-yard scramble touchdown, bro. Like that man, he been playing different. So I think he been tired of getting his ass beat by Mahomes. I think he carries his team to the dub.
And also, I'm tired of Travis Kelce and Tim Swift.
I don't want to see them
I
no
am
more.
also tired of Taylor Swift.
I don't want to see them no more, bro. I understand she's the biggest white woman ever, but come on, bro.
Enough is enough.
We don't need to see her every single week, bro. Like
Yeah, I saw her swag surfing. Oh my god.
somebody
Yeah, it's something up with the Chiefs. If it's not Patty Mahomes' brother, now it's Taylor Swift.
somebody quoted that tweet and said she was whitewater rafting. Ain't no swag, sir, man.
Bro, white water rafting is hilarious.
All right, moving over to the NFC, we got the lower seed. We got the Detroit Lions versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, I can argue that the Lions were supposed to be here, but I feel like we can all agree the Buccaneers was supposed to be nowhere close to here right now.
You good, Kenny?
Breathe.
I inhaled some saliva. My fault.
Okay, but so with this matchup, I think this is going to be a really good game. I think this is going to be a really good game between these two teams. But I think ultimately, I ain't gonna lie, the Lions, and I've always so with the playoffs every year, you got two teams that you know is Super Bowl contenders, like immediately. But then you got that one sleeper team that if they play the right way, they get enough stops, they can see themselves in the Super Bowl. The Lions are my sleeper team this year. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got the Lions winning this matchup against the Buccaneers. What about y'all, man?
I'm gonna just say that I want the Lions to go far into the playoffs. And I don't know them like I just know of their struggles. It's been a minute. I feel like they're deserving. Looking at their coach, my bad, the passion that he shows. That nigga be crying sometimes. He loves the game. Feel like they deserve it. I'm new to the game. I don't get to know too many coaches, but it's two coaches I can say I really respect in the NFL. Steelers coach and him.
Kenny.
Lions versus Bucks. I feel like this matchup is close as the Chiefs and Bills one. I feel like the Ravens are beating the Texans. I feel like the 49ers are beating Green Bay. I can say that like quick. But when it comes to Chiefs and Bills and Bucks and Lions, I think Amon-Ra St. Brown been having a good year. The running backs for the Lions are having a good year. But you still got to deal with Mike Evans and Chris Godwin on the other side. I'm gonna go Lions. I'm gonna go Lions just because I can't see Baker Mayfield succeeding in life like this. There's no way this man takes the mantle from Tom Brady and takes them to the Super Bowl. Yeah, I'm going Lions.
All I gotta say is, y'all know how lit Michigan finna be if the Detroit Lions win the Super Bowl, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. If Michigan Wolverines winning a national and Detroit Lions winning the Super Bowl, I need to fly. I'm gonna fly to Michigan for that fucking parade, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, they're gonna set the city on fire.
That shit finna be hectic. If only the Pistons were good. If only
the worst team in NBA history.
Facts. All right, and then with the last matchup, we got the 49ers versus the Packers.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Belt to ass.
All I gotta
Belt to ass.
Green Bay, we appreciate y'all for proving that the Cowboys are still the Cowboys. We appreciate that. Thank you. This is where your story ends. This is where it comes to end. The 49ers, from day one of the 2023-2024 season, proved that they was the team to beat. They still are the team to beat, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. This is like Christian McCaffrey's first healthy season. Look what's happening.
Facts. Facts. Let that white boy run. Any objections on this one? We all agree?
Let that white boy run. Was he Forrest Gump? What the fuck?
Ron, Christian Ron. We all agree on this one.
Yeah.
It's a white running back is leading the league. All right, yeah. It's okay.
Now imagine when we get the first cold white corner. That'd be crazy. But I think we should save, because this is all going to be this weekend. For whoever has a sports segment next, I think we should save Super Bowl for that one. So
I got it next week.
So I'm gonna go ahead and end this segment right here, and we're gonna switch over to the NBA. And we're not gonna take too long on this topic. So, and most recently, Carmelo Anthony on his podcast, I'm pretty sure it was like 6 days ago. Carmelo Anthony on his new podcast was talking about, the fact that how, he used to wear number 15 when he, played for Denver Nuggets. Now Jokic wears it. And he called the Nuggets organization giving Nikola Jokic the number 15 a petty maneuver, quote unquote. I just want to discuss that a little bit real quick because I love Melo. I respect him, respect his game, his podcast is dope, but I think it was a very uneducated answer.
Absolutely.
I think it
I
was
think it was an emotional answer.
yeah,
He was talking out of emotion.
it was either emotional or it was for content because like they I mean, at the end of the day, Nikola Jokic and what's the name? I'm not going to be the first one that says it because this is public knowledge. And what's the name? People have been saying it since Melo, mentioned this. Like Nikola Jokic got drafted during a Taco Bell commercial in the second round, dog. Nobody knew he was going to be one of the greatest big men of all time already. Back-to-back MVP,
Yeah.
NBA champion. He was Finals MVP, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was Finals MVP. Like nobody knew. Nobody knew. So I don't agree with Melo. I don't think it was a petty maneuver. I think again, like shit, nobody knew you was gonna be Melo when you got 15. Nobody knew this was gonna be the Joker. You feel me? And he's the better 15. I'm sorry. Well,
Bomber, you want to say something before I do on this?
Yeah, I mean, not every jersey gets to be retired because of who you are. Because I don't think that Melo was the Melo that everybody knew or respected in Denver. He was a good player, but it really happened in New York. Like when we're talking about Melo, people knew him, and one of his jerseys was when he was playing for New York. So I feel like Carlos said, it came from a place of like him being hurt. That's really what it is. Because at the end of the day, hey, they drafted a second round pick. Maybe they thought that Jokic was just going to be a player that just passes through and is not going to mean anything to number 15. But at the end of the day, too, I think Gilbert Arenas said it best. You, made your way out of there. Like, you forced your way out of there. So there is a bit of feeling that might be left. So why would they necessarily feel like
I got jealous. Obama got shades on. I got jealous. I'll be switching shades through each segment. Go ahead, Obama. I'm gonna cut you off.
on his radiant challenge. But he, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like at the end of the day, the team doesn't owe it to you. You know what I'm saying? Some people have proven to be a really good player in the team, and still their numbers are being worn by the players. So it's not necessarily like something that they owe to you. It's an honor that they do. But if they choose to not do it, you shouldn't be out here crying for it. That's just a bad look.
My thoughts. So, when I agree with everything y'all said, I'm trying not to repeat anything y'all have already said. But I will say is Melo had a great career. He was a great player. However, as far as legacies go, especially the legacy he left at Denver, he's not an S-rank player for Denver. He's not. He's not in the Kobe's. He's not in the Jordans, LeBrons, the Shaqs, the Magic Johnsons, Kareem, the people who get their jerseys retired because they actually did something for the organization. Melo had no championships, no MVPs, no real anything with the Nuggets.
I don't think he even got a scoring title with the Nuggets. He didn't get scoring titles till he got to the Knicks.
I'm not going to agree with that just because I don't know the facts, but that might be true. That's another thing. So you brought nothing to Denver besides a almost rookie of the year, LeBron. What I'm saying is another thing I'm gonna say is Jokic has been in the league longer than people realize. He's only become this dominant within the past like 5-6 years. Not even 6, probably like 5. Jokic wasn't a household name until 5 years ago. Was it 2024, 2019? So he wasn't even a household name in 2019. I would say like 2020, 2021, because 2020 was the bubble. So he really didn't start getting like this till 2021.
Facts. That man got torched in a bubble by AD and
that's what I'm saying. People don't realize how recent this is. Like all this is happening for Jokic.
Facts.
So Jokic in just 4 years has brought a championship to the Nuggets. Could potentially bring another one this year. Has brought 2 MVPs and a Finals MVP. And in 4 short years, the greats, not just regular people, Shaq and all the other people, like the greats, are already considering Jokic as top 5 big man, top 10 for sure, top 5 potentially big man of all time in the past 4 years.
Facts.
By time, and unfortunately, Melo, if Jokic was to retire today, even though his career was shorter than yours, he has more on his resume than you.
That's facts.
And that number 15 Jokic is going in the Raptors before.
Everybody knows about his point. Like, you can't. He literally has a nickname, the Joker. People love that shit. Like, come on, dog.
Like, you wasn't true. Like Bamba said, you wasn't truly Melo until you got to New York. You feel me? So
I'm gonna say if when it's all said and done, they retired number 15, and it says and the Jokic on the back of it. It's well deserved. And I'm gonna end with this. Better watch what you say. I know you can box, but them Jokic brothers be on go at all times.
I guess, like I said, the last thing I want to leave us with, since Jokic is the topic right now, the last thing I want to talk about is a lot of people, and I'm pretty sure I don't remember y'all's answer, so I won't quote y'all. But I know I was one of the people when we're talking about who the best big man in the league is today. I had Jokic over Joel Embiid. Well, they played yesterday. This man Embiid put 40 on that man's head. The last matchup that they had, he put 47 on that man's head.
And he had more assists.
So
Jokic only had 3 assists last game.
So for the people that think Jokic is the better big man, I guess I'm asking this, and maybe y'all, if y'all did have Jokic at the better big man, is it time to start, switching that list up a little bit? Is it time to start putting Embiid back on top? Why you say no, Kenny?
I'm gonna say this. Embiid did have a great game last game, but I don't think any other big man is asked to do and can do for their team what Nikola Jokic does. Not only is he expected to score and rebound like a big man, he's asked to be a point guard as a center. No other big man in the history of big man playing of the NBA has that been a requirement to be a center, to be able to be a good passer and facilitator. So I think just because he may struggle against Embiid, maybe it's a bad matchup because Embiid's a little bit bigger, a little bit more physical. I think Embiid might be the biggest center in the league right now.
Yeah, I think so.
So yeah, he might not be the tallest center, but he's the biggest. He's the most Shaq-like center. He's not as dominant as Shaq. I get cooked in the comments. Embiid is nowhere near as dominant as Shaq, and he's not as aggressive as Shaq. What I'm saying is physicality-wise, he might be the most physically dominant big in the league right now.
Yeah.
And we all know Jokic is slow. He really excels against skinnier centers like AD, and he looks really good. Embiid's body build and playing type is not typical amongst the league, so he probably does struggle with that a little bit when he matches up against them. But all around, I'm gonna say Jokic. I would say he's definitely MVP because I don't think. Don't get me wrong, there are people who do a lot for the team, but I don't think anybody does more for the team than Jokic does.
I feel that. Mama, what you think? Yeah, Jokic or Embiid?
I don't remember what my previous response was, but I feel like I don't know what it is. I cannot put him in the same category, if that makes sense. Okay. Like I feel like Joel Embiid is just a big man, a center, whereas Jokic is so much more. Like, he's a center, and like Kenny said, he's literally the point, if we can be honest, of like the Nuggets right now. He's like literally what Draymond was to the Warriors during their prime, and then more. He's that Draymond, and then Steph Curry on top of it. So I don't know. Like, I feel like
can't even argue with that no more.
Huh?
I can't even argue with that. This man is doing 360, one-legged 3-pointers.
Like,
I can't.
Half-court shots, all that shit.
This man is literally his hobby, bro. This is not a job. This is a hobby for him.
He said, "I don't even like basketball
the whole summer." That's crazy.
He said, "I don't even like this shit."
Didn't play basketball the whole summer. That's, like Bamba said, that's crazy.
But saying in ball.
Nah, but continue, Bamba.
So that's what my thing is. Now, if you're talking about straight big man, I feel like Embiid is the perfect big man, but that's the old school big man. But at the end of the day, Jokic is a better player. You got to give it to him because he can do all of them shits.
Like I said, and as far as head-to-head matchups, it does look like Embiid has a slight edge, but like Kenny said, really due to his size. and ability, because it's not like Joel Embiid's a slouch. Like, yes, he is more of a traditional big man than any all-star center that we have in the league right now. But he does have those intangibles to where he can shoot the rock. He can, take somebody off the dribble if he wants to. He's not always playing back to the basket. But as far as all-around player, like y'all said, I think I still got to give the nod to Jokic. Now, when Embiid gets some hardware under his belt, you feel me? And he has an MVP. He needs some championships and some finals MVP. Less in a perfect world, that Sixers Nuggets finals matchup. I think that's one, the ratings would go crazy. And two, I think that's the only, to me, that would be the only way he could truly prove that he's better than Jokic.
Yeah.
Unless he
I
goes
ain't gonna lie.
Go ahead.
Since they lost to James Harden, the Sixers have been a sleeper, like one of them sleeper teams. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Facts. And that boy Maxey just stepped up.
Maxey is a hoop, bro. Why don't they hoop like this in college?
Weak.
Because
his season did get ruined by COVID, but I'm saying.
Because you also gotta remember what's name Kentucky, even Coach Calipari knows they're not staying long to develop like that. You feel me? Like those are one and dones. Those are one and dones. They will develop in the NBA. Because I mean, also the same thing with Devin Booker. Booker is not like he was a hooper. Like, don't get me wrong, he was a hooper, but he was not hooping like that in Kentucky. You feel
also opportunities. There's people that reign, and then like in the NBA when he was playing with James Harden, he wasn't flashing like that. But as soon as James Harden leave, he gets an opportunity. Now you get to see him really shine.
Facts. But no, like
Devin Booker might be a top 3 scorer in the league right now. This man can score the bucket whenever he want to.
I feel like we could have that argument for sure. But like I'm saying, bro, like I said, the only way to prove it to me, unless he just goes crazy over these next years and wins a whole bunch of hardware, gets to championships, the only way he would be able to prove that he's a better player than Jokic, anytime soon, is if they match up in the playoffs and he completely dominates him in a 7-game series. But as far as sports, man, that's really all I had on the agenda today. So for all our viewers and listeners, make sure y'all comment down below. Let us know what y'all think of all our takes. Let us know what you think about the Melo take. We appreciate y'all for joining us. Started season 4. Got a lot of great content coming this year, man. So make sure you stay tuned. Subscribe. Turn the notification bells on. And one last thing, not only do you need to share this with your friends, colleagues, peers, share it with your coworkers, man, but also share it to your grandma because she loves you and she loves us. I think she loves us a little bit more than you, so give it to her.
You definitely love me more than you.
Oh, God. All right. Goodbye.